What is it? Well, I can tell you, for the last 30 years, it has been buying what is called a low-cost U.S. equity index fund. Let me break that down for you. Index fund means you're not paying someone to guess which stocks will win. The fund simply follows a list of U.S. companies like the S&P 500 or the entire U.S. stock market. It's a way to invest in the market itself rather than trying to outsmart it. Low cost means the fund takes very little off the top, often just a few dollars a year for $10,000 of investment. That's a big deal because over decades, even tiny percentage fees compound, just like any percentage can compound. And they can quietly eat away thousands or tens of thousands of dollars from your future. And U.S. equity means the fund indexes to some market of American companies, from tech giants to banks to manufacturers and retailers, giving you a slice of the whole U.S. economy in one simple investment. Now, some funds focus on different parts of the market, like some focus on the biggest players, others spread your money across thousands of companies, large and small, but you don't get an equal amount of every stock. This would be silly and it would break everything. The index fund indexes to the market capitalization, which is just the value of each company. And that means the bigger a company is, the more total stock value it has out in the world, the bigger it has of a slice of your pie. Example, if your index fund indexes to the S&P 500, which is just a list of the 500 biggest companies in the US, and Apple makes up 5% of the S&P 500 by value, then about 5% of your money goes into Apple. A big drugstore like CVS is big. It's going to be on the S&P 500, but it's much smaller than Apple. So you're still going to own some CVS, but it's going to be a tiny fraction of a percent. This way, your investment naturally tilts toward the companies that carry the most weight in the economy, because that's how the economy itself is shaped. And as companies rise and fall in value, the fund automatically shifts with them. No one's trying to outsmart the market here. The fund is just riding the market. So what everybody says who's not trying to sell you something is the thing you should do is to buy a low or zero cost U.S. equities index fund, and that should be where all your money is. Because the great thing about these simple index funds is that finance people don't get to take a cut. So it's a way to be diversified and just have a slice of the whole American economy without paying finance people to figure out exactly how to try and win over all the other finance people who are trying to win. There are a bunch of funds that are managed super carefully, and they're smaller, and they're a lot of work for a lot of high paid people.